What's up, everybody? It is I, your all-purpose oracle, medium at large, and prognosticator extraordinaire, the blind seer, Sehatha, and I'm here to finish up the elemental sign readings that I started the other day. Sorry I didn't get the whole set finished. It was late. I had to get my kids to bed, and my daughter was already popping in at the end, so they really needed my attention at the time. But they're settled in for the moment, so hopefully we should be able to get finished this time. Grab my cards. I put up a GIF on my page. It just randomly shuffles through the tarot cards. So if you want to hit me up on Real Blind Seer on Facebook, and you click on that, and it shows you a card. If you screenshot it and put it in the comments, I'll tell you what that card means. Just a fun random thing to do to pass the time while everybody's all cooped up. Other than that, not a lot going on. Business is starting to pick up a little bit. I've actually sold a reading and got a couple of donations in the last couple of days, and I do really appreciate that, guys. You guys are amazing. My family doesn't get by on much, and especially right now, it means so much to us, and I know it means a lot to give anything when things are so tight, so I appreciate it so much more. Yeah, sorry for all the clunking. I'm trying not to let my arm ring hit the table too much. It's a symbol of being an adult member of the Viking culture. Every adult member of the tribe has it. It signifies that you are a full-fledged citizen of the Viking tribe with all the rights and obligations thereof. And it was used for making promises and swearing allegiances and things like that because it represented your standing in the community as a member of the tribe. A lot of people misunderstand the significance and the meaning of this particular item of jewelry, so I thought I'd throw that out there. I am Alsatru as well as Discordian. I kind of blend the two. It makes sense to me in a way that it probably wouldn't to anyone else, but it's just kind of what fits. Chaos magic works that way. It's a little bit taking a little bit from here and a little bit from there and blending it together into whatever works for you personally, so that's kind of my thing. Alright. We're doing air signs. Sorry. So we want whatever reading is the most beneficial for the air signs in the audience, the air signs in the lives of everyone watching, for my channel, for my business, and for everyone involved. Alright, we have the left. Sorry, I've been trying to show the pendulum swinging a little bit more, and I didn't do it that time. I'll try to remember more in the future and make this more visually appealing for everybody. I know I'm not a visually oriented person, so I don't think of these things, and I'm trying to adapt as I go along to make this more visually appealing for you guys, because I know most of you have way more sight than I do, and you're actually watching this to watch it. So, my bad. We're going to do Gemini. You have the Wheel of Fortune inverted for you, Gemini. So you feel like forces outside of your control have intervened in your life, and fate has dealt you an unfortunate blow lately, that things beyond your control have stopped where you thought you were going in life. You have the Star. So the Star represents sort of divine guidance. It's messages from your intuition. It's even though things seem to have been taken out of your hands, you still somewhat feel okay about it. You're not really resentful because something in you tells you that something better is on the way, I suspect. You have the Page of Pentacles, so, the Page of Pentacles inverted, I should say. Sorry, the Page of Pentacles inverted. So, the Wheel of Fortune inverted implies some misfortune. Yeah, like literally, it's the opposite of fortune. So if fate has taken some unpleasant turn for you lately, things have gone in a way that you didn't enjoy or didn't plan on, and you feel okay about it right now. You feel like you're headed somewhere specific, but it's going to be a while before that starts. Something is blocking this new cycle of earthly energy, this new manifestation of career or living arrangement or whatever it is, Gemini, or whatever new thing it is that you feel is coming. You're going to have to wait for it for a little bit. It's not ready yet. So, something is coming, and you are right in that, but something is holding it up, and you might want to try to figure out what that is and ready yourself for it to come whenever things change again, because they're going to. Things always change. If you're living your life right, your future changes constantly. So don't get too hung up on whether or not it's happening immediately, because it will in its own time. You can't rip the skin off of a snake. It has to shed on its own. And things will happen when they happen, and not a moment sooner. And it's one of the most frustrating things in life, I know, but sometimes you just have to wait, Gemini. So I hope that was helpful. I'm going to try to get through these quickly so I can get back to my kids before we get interrupted again. We do Libra. You have the Eight of Cups inverted. Libra is feeling upset about something, feeling depressed, disappointed, unfulfilled. Something's up with you, Libra. The Four of Swords, you're keeping it to yourself. You're not talking about it. Maybe you're not even admitting it to yourself. You just kind of feel bad all the time and you don't want to think about why. But something's upsetting you, Libra, and you're holding it in for whatever reason. The Five of Wands. It's going to be a pretty big fight whenever you do let it out, is what you're afraid of. You are headed for... Five of Wands doesn't mean conflict necessarily. It means a conflicted spirit. So you're headed for something of a dark night of the soul, I would guess. That it's not so much that you're going to have to fight with other people over this, that you're going to have to spend a lot of time wrestling with it yourself. And this is something, once you do embrace these unpleasant emotions and start to unpack them and process these thoughts that you're pushing away for right now, it's going to have a pretty big impact on who you are and how you progress from now on. And you've got a rough road ahead of you, Libra, and it's something that's going to leave a lasting mark. It's like I said, the Dark Night of the Soul is a good way to describe this card. A conflict of spirit, a conflict of passion, something that affects literally your soul. The suit of fire is your spirit energy, your soul, your passion, your creativity, your drive and ambition, and all of those things that come from deep within you. And this, whatever hurt you, it hurt you that deeply, and I'm so sorry for that. That sounds horrible, Libra, and it's going to take you a while to get through that, and you need to take the time to process it. And you don't have to dive right into it. It doesn't have to be like all at once. I'm really fond of saying that anything worth doing is worth doing poorly, and what that means is that as long as it's beneficial, even if you're not doing it right, doing it at all is better than not doing it. So even if you're just taking baby steps, as long as you're moving forward, as long as, you don't just put it off indefinitely and suppress it and smother it, because then it'll come back in other ways, and it's will manifest in ways that you're not prepared for and just cause more trauma. So there's nothing wrong with taking a break and taking care of yourself, and like stabilizing it is a good term. But please do yourself the favor of unpacking everything that came along with this and really processing it, because if you don't, it's going to cause you so much more pain later. And it's better to just rip the band-aid off right now and cleanse out all of that infection from the wound and make sure that it heals properly than it is to let it what's the word, to let it fester. Yeah, that's the word, fester. To let it fester and become something that's going to be a bigger problem for you later. So I wish you the best of luck with that, Libra. I am so sorry. That it sounds like a really bad place to be right now with everything going on, and I truly feel for you. I am available if you need any further help. Not trying to like upsell or anything, but like this sounds like some heavy stuff. So if you do, reach out to me. There's links down below where you can find out how, and I'll see what I can do for you. We're going to move on to Aquarius now. Seven of Pentacles. Aquarius, you're living the dream, kind of. You're like manifesting everything that you want right now. You're thinking about your immediate situation where you are in life, like what's around you, what you've got going on, and you're pretty satisfied with it all. It feels right, and you seem pretty happy about what you see. You see some room for improvement, though. You have the Six of Pentacles. So you're dreaming of a little something more, Aquarius. Taking stock of what you have and how it could be better. This is a good chance to showcase one of my favorite things about this deck, by the way, while I have two cards right next to each other from the same suit. Like I said, you had the Seven of Pentacles and then the Six of Pentacles. If you put the cards together from every suit, it forms a mural. There's a bigger picture for each of the four elements. I've never seen another deck that does this, but it is my absolute favorite thing about this deck. It is absolutely phenomenal. But so Aquarius, you're taking stock of what you got and what's around you and what you have going on, and you're seeing where there's room for improvement. You're dreaming of something a little better for yourself. And you have Death inverted, so it's going to be a while before you can make any changes, any significant change, Aquarius. You're going to have to take the time and lay the groundwork first. Things aren't going to transition on their own immediately, especially with the situation that the world is in right now. Everybody's kind of on hold with everything. But there is a change coming for you, Aquarius, and you're in the stages of preparing for it right now. It's not there yet. Death card is still inverted. It means that transformation is coming, a change, a new you, a new life, a new everything. It can be anything at all. Death is unpredictable like that. It is a very chaotic card. Something, though, in your life, Aquarius, is going to change, and it's time to start getting ready for that. Processing what this new energy is that's coming in, figuring out where there's room for improvement, and putting your attention towards those things that you can do to make that improvement. So, whenever this does flip over, and it's time for you to transition into that next phase, you have everything that you need to be ready for it. And with that, I wish you guys the absolute best of luck. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed what you see and you'd like to toss a coin to your seer, there's plenty of links down in the description where you can figure out ways to do that. You can hit me up on Facebook or Twitter at Real Blind Seer or Blind Seer Official on Instagram. You can check all of those things out while you're down there hitting the like button and subscribing to my channel. And don't forget to hit the bell and turn on notifications so that you'll know whenever I post a new video. video, because it seems like my schedule is going to be a little tricky to maintain with me and just my kids now. So definitely turn on the notifications so that you'll know when my videos are up, because I'm not entirely sure when I'll be able to predict that part. I can foresee a lot, but I can't foresee that. So I wish you guys the best of luck. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope I will see you next time.